All right, we've been putting this video off all week. We're finally going to get to it today. We're going to talk about two young quarterbacks today. Two young quarterbacks that I feel like many are overreacting to, being prisoners of the moment. I thought about getting into this Tuesday in our what's real and what's fake video, but I wanted to go a little bit more in depth on it. I actually did mention Jalen Hurts on Tuesday, but that portion of the video was really more about Carson Wentz not being the problem in Philadelphia and the consistent injuries being the real problem for the Eagles. So today we're going to talk about Jalen Hurts and Tua Tagovailoa. Right now, all I am seeing is overreactions surrounding both quarterbacks. Jalen Hurts is the Eagles' new franchise quarterback. Tua has silenced his doubters. He is proving that he is a legitimate NFL quarterback. That's all I'm seeing. I don't want this video to come across as me being harsh or overly critical. I realize both of these guys are rookies. Hell, Jalen Hurts has only had one NFL start. But that's also the reason that I'm talking about this today, because people see one great game, or in Tua's case, one great fourth quarter, and they automatically think that they're the quarterbacks of the future in Philadelphia and Miami. Let's start off with Tua. Then we'll get into Jalen Hurts. Before that game against Kansas City last Sunday, Tua to me had been far from impressive. One of the few bright spots in his game was that he took care of the football. He had given up only 2 turnovers all season, which is good. I mean, that's a good thing, young quarterback taking care of the ball. But a lot of that had to do with the fact that the offense in Miami is conservative. In other words, Tua is a game manager. Miami relies on their defense to keep the games close. Let's just put our rookie quarterback in situations that he can manage. Let's not ask too much of him. You saw that same strategy for the bulk of that game last Sunday against the Chiefs. Miami's defense forced turnover after turnover after turnover. They continued to put the ball in the hands of Tua. Happened at the beginning of the game. Dolphins pick off Patrick Mahomes early in the first quarter. Tua can't take advantage. Dolphins get 0 points on that drive. Middle of the third quarter, the defense forces a fumble in the red zone. Now at the time, the game is 28-10. Kansas City gets a touchdown there. That game is over. Second play of the drive for Miami's offense when they take over. Tua gets sacked in the end zone. Rookie mistake. But there are things that I'm talking about that get overlooked. Miami's defense had forced 3 turnovers by that point of the game. The offense had managed to put up 10 points. 90% of the time in the NFL, the team that wins the turnover battle wins the game. Miami forced 4 turnovers in that game, and they damn near got blown out. They actually did get blown out. Now, why? Because for 3 quarters, Tua in the offense was stagnant. Which leads me to the point I'm trying to get to. The fourth quarter. Everyone is praising Tua for his performance in the fourth quarter. How he led the Dolphins on a comeback. Some are saying that he put the Dolphins in position to win that game, which I just find absolutely ridiculous. The Dolphins never had a chance to win that game. What happened Sunday between the Dolphins and the Chiefs, we see happen all the time in the NFL. Matter of fact, last season, it seemed like every week I came on here talking about how Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys offense was fool's gold. That they were stuffing their stats late in games because they were always trailing by double digits. Miami was down 20 points in the fourth quarter. Score 30-10. The game was essentially over. What typically happens in the NFL when a team has a 3-possession lead late in the game, especially in the fourth quarter, they begin to let up both offensively and defensively. The defense usually goes into prevent, a defense which is designed to give up small chunks of yardage, but it's also designed to prevent giving up the big play. The primary reason defensive coordinators use the prevent defense is to keep the clock running. For example, Dolphins cut the lead to 30-17 with 12 minutes to go in the game. They got the ball back with 10 minutes to go and cut the lead to 6 points with 4 minutes left in the game. Now, I promise you, Andy Reid was completely fine with that. A 6-minute drive? 6 minutes? Andy Reid was more than okay with that. because he knew he has the best quarterback in the NFL. And he can go on a 4-minute drive, 4-minute offense to win the game, which is exactly what happened. Chiefs drive the field, kick a field goal, 2-possession game, game over. My point in telling you all this, the majority of Tua's stats and his yards and his points came in garbage time. Of course he played the best fourth quarter of his young career. He was going up against a defense that is designed to give up yards. It wasn't that difficult for him. Now, he gets a real test today against New England. Bill Belichick is the master of shutting down rookie quarterbacks. Now, I'm not bashing Tua. I'm not saying that he doesn't have the potential to develop into a franchise quarterback. Now, I have my doubts about him, but that's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is the praise that he is getting for looking good in the fourth quarter against the Chiefs is not warranted. He played poorly for 3 quarters. They were down 20 points in the fourth. Then he looked good against the Chiefs' prevent defense when they were just trying to run out the clock. All right, let's get into Jalen Hurts. I actually feel the overreaction is stronger with Jalen Hurts than it is with Tua. I don't want to take anything away from him. He was phenomenal last week against New Orleans. But I mentioned this on Tuesday, and I'm going to say it again. Jalen Hurts' great performance against the Saints was based solely on the fact that the Saints' defense, going into that game, had no idea what the hell they were defending against. They had no tape on Jalen Hurts. They didn't know his tendencies. They didn't know his strengths, his weaknesses. They didn't know what to take away from him. Now, they learned quickly to take away the edges. You saw it in the second half. New Orleans was much better defending against Jalen Hurts than they were in the first half. Dennis Allen clearly made some adjustments at halftime, and New Orleans was actually set up to win that game, had Taysom Hill not found a way to screw it up. The biggest overreaction I've seen on Twitter is people crowning Jalen Hurts the replacement for Carson Wentz after just one game. Look, Carson Wentz's days in Philadelphia are numbered. We all know that. But it is way too soon to be talking about Jalen Hurts being their franchise quarterback going forward. We have seen this story before in the NFL. Young quarterback comes in, surprises defenses, surprises the league. Then teams get some film on him, learn how to defend against him, and then the young quarterback struggles. Mitchell Trubisky, Lamar Jackson. Hell, Lamar Jackson was damn near impossible to defend last year. Now look at what has happened this season. He went from MVP to a middle-of-the-road quarterback statistically. Cam Newton, same thing. We're going to learn a lot about Jalen Hurts this afternoon in their game against Arizona, because his mobility isn't going to surprise the Cardinals' defense. They practiced against a much better version of Jalen Hurts every day, Kyler Murray. I know the dual threat mobile quarterback is the new in thing in the NFL, but unless you become a proficient pocket passer, you are not going to last long term in this league. You look at the quarterbacks that are having 15, 20-year careers, long-term success. Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, Tom Brady, Phillip Rivers, Aaron Rodgers. What do they all have in common? They can decimate you in the pocket. They can expose holes in your zone defense. Jalen Hurts completed 57% of his passes last week against New Orleans. He averaged 5.6 yards per attempt. That is not going to get it done long term. Now, that's just one game. It's just one game. And I'm not criticizing him for it. I'm just pointing it out. What I'm saying is, let's just pump the brakes on crowning Jalen Hurts the savior in Philadelphia after just one game. All right, that's all for today. Hit that like and subscribe button. Click the notification bell to receive all notifications from the channel. Leave me a comment in the section below. Am I wrong about Tua and Jalen Hurts? Am I being too critical? If so, tell me why. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Best way to contact me is by email at BTLKC84@gmail.com. I'll see you guys next time.